Hi guys. Ugh, I got through so much of my video without realizing that my recorder had crashed. So I'm going to pick up where I left off in my progress, but I'll start the instructions from the beginning. So when you open the file that I've shared with you, you'll have three things in your layers. You'll have layer 1, which is locked. Don't edit it. Don't unlock it. You don't need to bother it. It's just where our grid is at. You'll have layer 2, which says color pick from here. This is where you're going to use your eyedropper tool to color pick the colors off of this little bird. And then you'll have a working layer. And on the working layer, I've already been doing work, as you can see by this little preview. So I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to show you how much work I've done, and then I'll explain what we're doing. So I'm going to turn the color pick from here layer. I'm going to turn it down. I'm going to turn on my working layer. You're going to color pick colors from the bird, color them in patches, and bucket fill each of these squares as you're going along. You probably will run out of squares. So notice how I'm still working and all my squares are essentially filled. And this will take you a good minute to do, maybe about 1 or 2 full class periods. On the color pick from here layer, you want to get the color picker. You want to pick a patch of color that you see. You can really start anywhere. Now you want to turn the opacity down to about half. You want to still see the bird, but you don't want it to be so strong. Now, on your working layer, yours will start off blank because you haven't done the work yet. You're going to do 2 things. One is you're going to get your paint bucket tool and you're going to fill in a square every time you pick a new color. The other thing is you're going to use your brush tool. We're using hard round pressure size. Once you have your color picked, you are just going to make sure you're on your working layer and you're going to kind of hatch in that color. Now, it's really easy to mess up hatching texture and just go like scribble, 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 scribble. This is not what I want. I do not want big, bulky scribbles. I want you to keep this tight and quick. So little scratch marks. Because this bird has these little tiny thin feathers that are like little hairs, this effect can look really good. If you do this kind of haphazardly or lazily, this can end up looking really bad. So after going around, you're going to color pick. Notice how I'm making this like very quick. You can even hear maybe my like pen scratch across my Wacom. Now I'm going to turn my working layer back off. I'm going to go back to my color pick from here layer and turn it all the way back up. I'm going to go in and pick another tone. I see this slightly lighter color happening. I'm going to go back. Turn it down, go back to the working layer, turn it on. All right, our bird is done. For the most part, we're gonna do one last final step that's really gonna tie all of this together. I want you to add another layer. This is gonna go underneath your work. I want you to go ahead and just turn off the bird. Let your work shine through. I don't want to see the bird reference anymore. I want to see your work. I'm going to take a really dark blue because our bird is blue, and we're going to give this a little bit of body. So I'm going to just take a bigger brush, and I'm going to color in a bit of the body. This helps give kind of like a foundation to some of these white gaps that are happening. I'm not going to go all the way out to the edge like you see here and here. Some of the white gaps are good. So they can feel like a little bit more natural. Oops. They can feel a little bit more natural. And we're just going to focus on coloring in some of the more, central sections of the bird. There you go. That's good. All right. So now we are all done. This is totally ready for turn in. Please make sure that you're doing file export, quick export as PSG as usual, and make sure this gets in your Google folder. Bye.